Hello. Tomorrow is what they call a rather big day for Juventus. Tomorrow will determine if the 15-point deduction is going to be overturned or if it's going to be upheld. This comes a day before Juventus travel to Lisbon to take on Sporting CP. Predictably, the 15-point penalty will not be overturned because of politics from the FIGC. What they are concerned about is having two Milanese clubs out of the Champions League, which would be bad for the game. For the Serie A, would be bad for the commercialization as Milan and Inter have more fans versus the Roman clubs of Lazio and Roma. So if the 15-point penalty is overturned, this would mean that Juventus are in third, Roma in fourth, Milan in fifth, Inter in sixth. Can't have that. Can't have that. So as usual, politics is going to prevail. I do not expect the penalty to be overturned. This is going to set up the narrative of having to win the Europa League to qualify for the UEFA Champions League. And my prediction is that both finals for Europa in the Champions League will feature Italian clubs. Juventus will have to win the Europa League. The club that is in fifth place is going to have to win the Champions League in order to qualify for next year's Champions League. If Inter are in fifth and play in the final, or likewise, if Milan were in fifth and in the final, they would have to win the final, not only to be champions of Europe, but also to qualify for next year's Champions League. This is why the farcical point deduction will not be overturned because politics prevails for the FIGC. They will keep AC Milan in the Champions League, whereas Juventus hopefully are competing for the Coppa Italia final. Juventus fino alla fine, until the end. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus, the raging bull of Torino. If Toro keeps on charging, Juventus overcome the farcical 15-point penalty. Juventus win the Europa League, and Juventus all the way to a European trophy qualify for the UEFA Champions League. Whereas Internazionale Milano with Hakan Calhanoglu, born at Germany to Turkish parents, playing in the final at Istanbul, Turkey, where his parents are born at the country of Turkey. Inter lose to the almighty Manchester City. They cry, losing the final, and Inter cry, lose the final as they lost Europa, as they did 2 years ago. They lose another European final. Who are the borrowers now? Shinta, who are the borrowers, man? Huh? Who are they? It's you guys. Juventus win the final. Juventus get on track to competing for the Scudetto in the UEFA Champions League with a far healthier team next year. A far healthier team. A leaky defense. All that is set. A cupcake run to the final. No Bayern Munich, no Manchester City, no Real Madrid. Chelsea would give these guys a hard time. They don't have to play. They didn't have to face Liverpool. This is the most easiest of all runs an Italian team can have to have a chance to play for the Champions League trophy. And that is what will happen. Everything Inter did to frame the rivals during Calciopoli because everybody was paying for referees. Inter could never win the Scudetto with Moratti. They decide, let's not videotape emoji recording the refs. We'll go after Milan. We'll go after our biggest rival, Juventus, and send them down to Serie B because, oh my God, Juventus, Juventus. But you see, karma's coming the way to Inter Milan. They will be sent the fuck down to the Europa League. The new American owners of Milan have to keep their investment safe. So politics is well and alive. Politics will mean that Juventus have to win the Europa. One of two Milan clubs are sparred from getting sent down to Europa League, and one of them will have to play for the Champions League final in order to try to qualify next year's title. This is the Napoli are starting to crack. These players will be sold to Georgian, Osimhen. If Juventus are playing Chiesa and Vlahovic and Pogba every match, the kids, Fagioli and Verratti get better. Juventus are a better side than Milan. They've beaten Inter in every match. Defeat Lazio. Hopefully, it can beat Atalanta this year. Roma was tough. Roma is tough, but I think next year they can defeat Roma. Dybala got hurt again. Maybe that's why Juventus moved on from Dybala. More than just a club. No player is bigger than Juventus. Follow Dybala included, and Cristiano Ronaldo in second place in the Saudi Arabian League. The grand old lady of Juventus is here to stay, and no club out there is going to beat Man City for the Champions League. Man City is going to lift the cup. End of Guardiola's revenge against Inter for the 2010 semifinal. Guardiola must get some payback as well.